Exactly. That is where we ended the discussion in the previous class. So, the people who are the butchers who have been appointed to, monitor hunger artists, often, they, at the night, they go away thinking that, hunger artists might eat anything at night. And that was very painful for hunger artists because he respects his art very much. And and he feels that these people do not understand my art, they're not appreciating my art. So for an artist, he and the meaning that somebody is not taking this very seriously is, it means only one thing: they do not consider what he does as an art. And for an artist, that is that is something which is very insulting. So obviously, the hunger artist is very disappointed that these things happen, occasionally. So we'll continue from there. Sometimes he overcame his weakness and sang during the time they were observing, for as long as he could keep it, to show people how unjust their suspicions about him were. But that was little help. So what he used to do is, sometimes when these people go away to give opportunity for hunger artists to eat, hunger artists used to sing to assure, you know, to tell them, that I am not eating, I am singing. So that was what hunger artists thought, but that was little help. For then they just wondered among themselves about his skill at being able to eat even while singing. So, hunger artists used to sing. Why? Hunger artists used to sing so that, those people are assured that he is not eating. What those people thought? Those people thought, this person has an amazing skill that, even while, singing, he can eat. So, people have very much difficulty in believing that, this person can, survive without eating. So that is something, they can believe that, a person can sing while eating, but they have difficulty in believing that, this person can live for a very long time, by starving. So that's the insult which hunger artists go through. Okay. So I mean, there is so much parallels to, though the story deals with hunger artists. So the story speaks about, we'll discuss about this at end, but I'm just giving you the hints to observe the story in that way. The story is majorly about the way human mind works, the way people usually think. So that is one thing. And another thing is, the commentary of the story regarding the artist. How does artists usually feel, and how people, many times misunderstand the artist. So these are the two parallels through which we understand the story. But this discussion, I'll keep it at the end. Let us go through the story first. We'll keep it at the end. But while we go through the story, you see through these two, perspectives, right? How artists are usually misunderstood, and how people usually think. So, um, and so that is, he much preferred the observers who sat down right against the bar, and not as satisfied with the dim backlighting of the room illuminated him with electric flashlight. So what would have, what would hunger artists prefer is, what does the people who have been watching it, or observers, whom we call as observers go away. They go away, and they start playing cards and whatnot, to give, because they do not understand it, right? So instead, what would hunger artists prefer is, someone to sit right beside the cage. So there is the cage, right? So he would like someone to sit right beside the cage, directly looking towards the hunger artist, and a bright flashlight, focused on him. So if you know, if you have experience of flashlights, spotlights, or power lights, what happens is, it is, you cannot stay in those kinds of lights for very long. You sweat a lot. So if you are someone who has given certain performances, you would have experienced that. So the bright lights are very uncomfortable, but hunger artist would prefer to be in that kind of situation than being in those uncomfortable situations, than being taken very lightly, and observers moving away to give a space for hunger artists to eat, thinking that hunger artists would somehow find a ways to eat, right? So this is what we understand. He is ready to be in an uncomfortable situation, but he want to be taken seriously. He wants others to take him seriously, right? So that is what we see here. And he, not satisfied with the dim backlight to the room, illuminated him with electric flashlight. The glaring light did not bother him the slightest. Generally, he couldn't sleep at all, or he could always doze under any lighting or at any hour, even in an overcrowded, noisy auditorium. So, this hunger artist is so accustomed to the situation, the flashlight doesn't bother him. So, you cannot stare at bright light for very long, right? But hunger artist never used to bother that. The reason is, he has grown very accustomed to it, right? So, so the thing is, he, first of all, he do not sleep that much. When a person is starving, so he do not sleep that much. And even when he can sleep at any point of time. Whether it is bright light, whether it is noise, whether it is so many people surrounding him, he wouldn't bother. He would sleep. So, so that is why it didn't bother him that there is bright light. Okay. So, and then noisy auditorium. He was very pleased to joke, and with such observers, he was very happily prepared to spend the entire night without sleeping. Right. So when some interesting people comes, the people who are very interested about art of staffing, when those people come, what he does is, he would be happy to sit there and chat. If somebody comes, so imagine this, imagine yourself not eating for 6 hours, and someone wants to talk to you, right? What happens? What happened?
We are not interested
We
to talk to the person.
Okay, we are not
Like,
interested to talk to the person. Then,
we get annoyed.
yeah, we usually get annoyed, we get angry, we start insulting them and all this. So here is a person who has not eaten for 15 days, and if a person comes, who is willing to listen, he would start chatting. Okay. First of all, the physical possibility of this itself is, a question, because a person who has starved for 15 days, he should have that energy to talk. And the second thing is the mental possibility, that is, he should be in such a state to talk, right? So considering that, this is an art, definitely. Right? So with such observers, he was very happily prepared to spend the entire night without sleeping. So sometimes, these observers who come, So those observers would be very, if they are very, if they respect him very much, if they are very curious about him, he would start speaking to them, and he would chat and he would discuss about all the other things, right? And he was very pleased to joke with them, recount stories from his nomadic life, and then in turn listen their stories, doing everything just to keep them awake, so that he could keep showing them once again that he had nothing to eat in his cage, and that he was fasting as none of them could. So why he used to do all this? He used to do all this so that the observers do not doze off, right? So even observers gets, they get, dozed off, right? You cannot watch something very still, very boring for an entire night. You usually get sleepy, right? So that is why he used to talk to them, he used to listen their stories, he used to joke with them, so that he can keep observers awake entire night looking at him, so that he can assure that he is not eating. And he has this sense of superiority, he has this sense of being able to do something which others can't, right? He's able to, so, show them that, look at me, I am able to, I am really starving, I haven't ate anything for very long, for real, and this is something only I can do. So that, for that feeling, he can go to any extent. He can chart an entire night every single day, even at his condition. And and that is, that is why, otherwise being hungry is an art, is something to joke at. But when you see how this hunger artist is very, um, he's very bent on what he does, we understand that, yes, this is an, this is just like an art. This is an art. Okay, so he was happiest, however, when morning came and a lavish breakfast was brought for them at his own expense, on which they hurled themselves with the appetite of healthy men after a hard night's works without sleep. True, there were still people who wanted to see this breakfast an unfair means of influencing the observers, but that was going too far. And if they were asked whether they wanted to undertake the observers' night shift for its own sake without the breakfast, they excused themselves. But nonetheless, they stood by their suspicions. So, what used to happen is, in the morning, these observers, right? So observers are striving very hard. So observers have not eaten anything in the entire night. So in morning, they used to bring a very lavish breakfast, right? And who pays for those breakfasts? The breakfast was paid by the hunger artist, you know at his own expense. He used to pay for them, just as a thank you. So you have been here looking at me all night, making sure things are all right. And that is very funny, uh, because see, and that's very ironical, uh, in the sense, this, it used to arouse suspicion. you know he is bribing people of a lavish breakfast to make sure that they would favor him somehow, that smuggling of food, or allowing him to eat at night. So that suspicion used to arouse, but at the same time he has to, if he doesn't offer that breakfast, people wouldn't come to be, why would people come? People would come to do something, people would come to make a favor only when there is some kind of benefit. So this breakfast used to attract people to become observers. So this is a ironical situation. He, if he, if he provide breakfast, that will raise one kind of suspicion. If he does not provide breakfast, that will raise another kind of suspicion. So if he doesn't provide, people wouldn't come. There will be no one at night to keep observing or to keep watch at it. So again, there is no point at it, because people would think that he eats at night. So that is the situation hunger artist face. However, it was in general part of listening that these doubts were inextricably associated with it. For in fact, no one was in a position to spend time watching the hunger artist every day and night, so no one could know on the basis of his own observation whether this was a case of truly uninterrupted flawless fasting. So, and the observers can't be there 24 into 7. So observers used to change. So the observers at night think that, observers in the morning would somehow, help him. Observers in the morning think that, observers at night would somehow help him. So there was no person for sure to say that, he really is following an uninterrupted fasting, because nobody can be there 24 into 7 all the days, right? So keeping watch, that is, without falling falling into sleep. So that is why it is not possible. The hunger artist himself was the only one who could know that, and at the same time was the only spectator capable of being completely satisfied with his own fasting. So who can be sure of not him being fasting for very long? The hunger artist himself, and he is the only person who can get the satisfaction, who can get the complete entertainment out of it. Okay, so uh, but the reason he was never satisfied some was something different. Perhaps it was not fasting at all which made him very emaciated, with many people to their own regret had to stay away from his performance because they couldn't bear to look at him. So why hunger artist was very sad was not that many people did not believe in him. So there were few people who believed in him, but still they did not visit him because he was not good to look at, right? So imagine this, you see sometimes the picture of, at least if not in real, pictures of the people who starve, right? You can see the rib cage, they are so thin that it is almost you think that it is impossible to be that thin. So that is the situation of the people who starve, right? So, and it is not, it is very ugly to look at, right? So, and here is a person who starve all the time for 15-20 days or even a month sometimes, right? And how does he might see? He might be to look at. So it was just a skeleton. It was just a skeleton body, that's all. So for he was also so skeletal out of dissatisfaction with himself, because he alone knew something that even initiates didn't do, how easy it was to fast. So there was something which hunger artist felt bad. That is one thing. There was another thing, that is, hunger artist was not very happy about, was because he thought that starving is very easy. I'm not doing something which is great. I'm just doing what I'm good at. This is very easy. Starving is not difficult. So that is why he was often very. He was not that happy. It was the easiest thing in the world, and about this he did not remain silent. But people did not believe him. And about this, it's not he kept for himself. He used to say, "See, it's not that great what I'm doing. It's very easy to fast. Even anybody can fast." Right? He used to say that, but people never believed him. At best, they thought he was being modest. Most of them, however, believed he was publicity seeker and total swindler, for whom, at all events, fasting was easy because he understood how to make it easy and then had to nerve to half admit it. So there are people who people never believed him that the fasting is easy. That is because certain people thought this person is being modest. That is people there is a saying, right? Self praise is donkey praise, right? So there is this sentence. So that is why people do not praise themselves. People be modest. So that is why he is saying that it is very easy. It's not something which is great. That's how certain people saw. Other people, what they thought is, this person knows a secret and there are secrets attached to it. So that is why, he is, I'm sorry. So that is why, he is a cheat. He's a fraud, right? He's not really fasting. He has find some other way to fast. So that is why, he is able to fast for such a long time. Over the years, he had become accustomed to it, but this dissatisfaction crept in, gnawing at inside all the time, and never yet. And this one had, say to his credit, he had left the cage of his own free will after any period of fasting. So because of this, of course, since many years, hunger artist is experiencing this. Hunger artist is experiencing this situation where people do not believe him. So that is there. But the thing over here is, he, in order to come out of it, in order to be, you know, to be accustomed to it, what he used to do was, he used to, what am I trying to say? Yeah, what he used to do was, he used to, follow the orders of others. You tell me how I can prove that I am being I'm starving. So he used to give his free will to others. He would let others decide that, and that never paid off, because he could never come out of the suspicion of the people. People were always suspicious. No matter what he does, people who were never convinced that he would really starve. The impresario had set the maximum length of time for the fast at 40 days. He would never allow the fasting to go on beyond that point, not even in the cosmopolitan cities. So, see, this impresario is actually the person who is in control of it. At today's time, we call them as agents, right? So, artists, the popular artists have agents who decides where to perform, and what kind of performance has to be given and all this. So that is impresario. Impresario over here, impresario, he had set the maximum length of time at 40 days. So he used to say that he used to plan the events, right? So he used to plan the events. Today, this month we have to be here, and next month we have to go to different cities. So he was working as an agent, and he used to set a limit of 40 days. More than 40 days we should not have the performance, we should not have the fasting. So that was his idea, and there is a reason for it. In fact, he had a good reason. Experience had shown that about 40 days, one could increasingly whip up a city's interest by gradually increasing advertising. But then the people would turn away, one could demonstrate a significant decline in popularity. So, he knew if we keep something for 40 days, if we keep the performance of hunger artists for 40 days, it would work out. People would come. if it goes beyond 40 days, the popularity will decline. People will not come to watch. Right? He knew how to attract people for 40 days. After that, he could not retain popularity. In this respect, there were, of course, small difference among the different towns and among different countries. But as a rule, it was that the 40 days was maximum length of time. So, of course, it depends. In certain towns, the attention span of the people is less than 40, probably 30 days, 20 days, 25 days. In certain countries, it is 40 days. But Impercier, the agent knew that more than 40 days, you can't keep the attention. So then it will not be profitable. It will not be beneficial. So that is why he kept a cap of 40 days, right? So that is it. And on the 40th day, the door of the cage, which was covered with flowers, was opened. An enthusiastic audience filled the amphitheater. A military band played. Two doctors entered the cage in order to take the necessary measurements of the hunger artist, and the result was announced to the auditorium through a megaphone. And finally, two young ladies arrived, happy about the fact that they were the ones who has been selected by a lot, seeking to lead the hunger artist down a couple of steps out of the cage, where on a small table a carefully chosen hospital meal was laid out. So the 40th day, the final day of the starving, this used to happen. In the auditorium where all the people used to gather, they used to decorate the cage, and the cage would have been opened, and the hunger artist would have come out, and he would have been accompanied with the doctors. Doctors would check him. Doctors would finally announce that okay, he can end the fasting, and two ladies would come. Two ladies would two ladies were picked out from the audience, just like magician calls people from the audience, right? So women would have been very happy. So those ladies would carry hunger artist to there would have been a table laid out. They would bring out him there, and they would serve him food. So this is the and this is something to attract people, to entertain the audience. These things. In fact, did hunger artist need those women to carry him to the table? No. In spite of 40 days of fasting, hunger artist, he could still walk by himself, right? He wouldn't need two women to carry him. But still, that was a part of the performance planned by the Impercier, right? So, and at the moment, the hunger artist always fought back. Of course, he still freely laid his bony arms on the helpful, outstretched hands of the ladies bending over him, but he did not want to stand up. Why stop right now after 40 days? He could he could have kept going for even longer, for an unlimited length of time. Why stop right now? He was in his best form indeed, not yet even in his best fasting form. Why did people want to rob him of the fame of fasting longer? So this is hunger artist never wanted to come out, because he knew that he can fast for even more days. He could fast for 50 days or even more days, right? Because now I am 40 days, he used to feel that now I'm in form, I can go even more longer. Now is the form, or I might have not even been in my highest form, right? So that is what artist used to feel. And he used to feel that this imperciero, this agent of them, is robbing him of the opportunity of being popular. According to hunger artist, if he had been fasting for 50 days or even more days, he would make some kind of a record, so that he could be very popular. So that was in the mind of hunger artist, right? So why did people want him to rob him of the fame of fasting longer? These people are robbing of the fame of fasting longer. So I can fast for even more longer, but these people are stopping me from that fame. That is what hunger artist used to feel. Just a minute, I'm taking the attendance. Okay. So okay, I think we can continue from the next class. So what is happening here is Impersero knows how long can people pay attention. He has designed it in a way to to make it most profitable, to he has concern towards hunger artists. He wants hunger artists to be successful. He knows that if it goes beyond 40 days, it will not be successful, right? So that he knows. Based on that, he used to plan the activity. But in the minds of hunger artists, this impresario is actually an impediment for his fame. He doesn't want me to become famous. He is jealous of me. So that is why he is planning events in this way. That is what he used to feel. So this is the confusion which has arisen here, right? So that's about it. We can continue from the next class. From the next class, we have to go a little fast so that we can complete it in 2 more hours. We have to complete this. So, any questions related to this text? If you have any questions, please go ahead. No questions?
No, sir.
Oh,
No, sir.
good. Fine. So we'll see. We will see you in the next class.